Hi, my name is Dan Minc. I'm a partner in the personal injury law firm of Rosenberg, Minc, Falkoff, and Wolff here in New York. Proudly stating it's our 100th anniversary. So I'm here to discuss the most common question I get, and that is, how long is my case going to take? Well, let me tell you, it's kind of like having children in the back seat of your car. And when are we going to get there? When are we going to get there? When are we going to get there? Well, are you candid? Do you really tell them when you're going to get there? Or do you kind of fudge it a little bit just to keep everybody happy and moving along and satisfied? Well, the truth is, nobody can answer that question. Why is that? Because there's another side to the dispute, and it depends how many lawyers are in your case. So if you have a simple automobile case where it's one driver against another driver, I could easily give you an estimate. But at any point in time, the case could be settled, and that would shorten it by months, years. You could have a highly contested construction accident, which we handle a lot of, and they might bring in the electrical contractor. They might sue the general contractor. They might sue the owner. So you might have the safety supervisor in there. So if I have 4 lawyers I'm battling, and each one of them has one goal: to delay your case. Okay, so we are battling them all. Unfortunately, it's the reality of litigation. But you have to be patient. I have clients calling me all the time. Settle my case, settle my case. You offered $1.2 million. I'll take the $1.2 million. I go, what do you, just calm down. Let me do my job. I'm gonna get you $2 million on this case. And don't worry about it. Just please let me do my job. No, I'll take the $1.2 million. I'll take the $1.2 million. I go, look, do me a favor. Let's have a deal, okay? Give me 6 months. I know the money's there. You're not going to have another opportunity. So it really depends on those factors. Now, there's a third thing. Is your case in suit? You can follow it by going online in the court system. In the court system, you can look it up. It's called NICIS, and you can see the progress of your case. One thing we do to speed up cases for clients, when we have all the investigation here, and we try to do it as rapidly as possible, we will file the case in court. We're not going to try and negotiate the case if it's a serious injury before filing a claim, because we lose the witnesses, property can be sold, construction can be completed, construction companies can go out of business. We start the lawsuit to protect your rights, and we do it right away. It accelerates everything. And then oftentimes we will try to get you a mediation. A mediation can save years off of the lifespan of a case. It also depends what county the accident happened in or where the case is filed. So we have the Bronx, which has their own time limits. We have Manhattan, which they might tell you, after everything is done and you're waiting for a judge, give me 18 months. Go, 18 months, judge, that's ridiculous. But you really can't say it's ridiculous because you don't want to harm the client by telling the judge, come on, 18 months? How about next week? So Queens, they have another series of time limits. Also, there's something called an appeal. Now, we are subject, we're in the courts. An appeal is unbelievable. It can take 2 years to complete an appeal. And look, a recent case, I got a $5.5 million win for the client, judgment. The other side appealed, and they said, let me pay you $3 million. I go, forget it. I want the $5.5 million for the client. Let me pay you $3 million and we're going to appeal. They appealed. We had to wait it out. But of course, not only did we get $5.5 million, we got 9% interest, which is $500,000 a year added on. So How long does it take? I've given you a little sample. The important thing is your lawyer doing their job? If they are doing their job and completing what is required on their end of it, you'll be in a much better position. And then are they pushing the other lawyers to move faster? If a lawyer doesn't respond, you have to reach out to the court and get a discovery order and push them. Make a motion to the court to push them. Call the judge. You have to do things. You can't just let it sit. But even with excellent legal representation, with attorneys working hard for you, it can be from a year to 3 years, in all candor. Thank you, and I hope this has been somewhat informative.